Take a look at this. This is a very rare white penguin filmed in Antarctica earlier on this month. She's female and from the Gentoo species, which usually, like most penguins, have black and white feathers. But experts say she has a genetic condition affecting her pigmentation, so she has this beautiful snowy white complexion. And she might be at home in parts of the UK this week, actually. Chris?
Indeed, Ben, although you'd be lucky to find her with these massive snowdrifts that we've got at the moment in Aberdeenshire. And I have to say, I suspect the threat of seeing disruptive snowfall in Scotland is going to increase tomorrow. And a lot of snow as well. I think we'll get something like 5 to 10 centimetres. Some places could see as much as 20 centimetres. And I think that is really going to cause a few problems for Scotland during tomorrow. And then through the evening time, we'll start to see some snow running into the higher elevation hills of northern England, more snow for Scotland as well following. So, heavy snow for Scotland, including the central lowlands tomorrow. I think we are looking at a high risk of seeing some disruption. The hills of the southern uplands could have problems, and the snow could be heavy enough to cause some vehicles to get stranded. On into Wednesday, more of those snow showers in the north. We've got this weather system moving into the south. It just gives us a tickling of snow potentially across southern England. Good job too, because in Europe, we're looking at around 20 to 30 centimetres of snow from that system.
Good afternoon. Of course, the question on everyone's lips, will we see some snow this week? More details about that in just a moment. Currently looking unlikely, but things changing all the time. For this afternoon, it's fine and dry. So, the all-important question at the moment hovers over Tuesday night into Wednesday. At the moment, still some uncertainty. There is a risk of some light snow in and around the capital. Things changing all the time, of course. We will keep you updated as and when things change. But it's certainly looking wintry over the next few days, certainly for the working week. But for the weekend, something milder, wetter and windier.
OK, Sally's here to talk weather. And whilst I was wrapped up warm this morning and -5 on the school run, someone's been spotted swimming in this weather, Sally.
Yes, I know, it's absolutely freezing, isn't it? We were meant to have snow this week, but it sort of disappeared off, and I think it's my fault. Basically, I ordered a sledge last week, and about an hour after I ordered it, I got an email from Manali Lucas saying, looks like the snow's going further south. So I'm so sorry, everybody who wanted snow. I do take full blame for that. But yes, there was a beautiful little seal swimming in the Thames. Look at that, spotted yesterday near Hammersmith. But it's not the only one. Oh, there it goes. That's been swimming in cold water. We thought it's so cold this week. Let's go to a Lido where slightly crazy people get in and swim. I bumped into someone I'd filmed in lockdown, and I may have popped in myself. Let's take a look. Here we go.
And possible madness.
What's she done?
Did you see that? They didn't even flinch, straight in. When the cold comes to Brockwell, Brockwell comes for a swim. You're going back in?
Yeah, no, I just do this.
He's just had a sauna and going back in.
Oh, man!
Mind the ice.
Yeah.
That's a double dip. Thank you about the ice.
I like the fact you're a double dipper.
Double dipper, yeah. No, I've got to go and have a quick shower.
Oh, he's off again. Gosh.
Yeah.
This is not the relaxing Monday morning I envisaged.
Oh, well.
But there's one person here today who I met during lockdown. It's Carol, who I filmed breaking the ice on her paddling pool.
You can see how many millimetres that is. Look at that.
Attaching a bungee to her body and going for a swim there. At the time, she told me this.
Sometimes use my memory to savour experiences I've had in rivers or even in the Lido because it's so boring.
Back at the Lido, it was the first time I think I'd got fully dressed rather than undressed to go for a dip.
Well, it's not what I call a Love Island look, but here we go.
I trotted off to find Carol to help me in.
Just come in slowly.
It's seeping in.
seeping in. I wasn't hanging around though. In, swim, check I'm not too slow versus Carol, and out. My hands feel like they are bathing in ice. Oh, Carol. I'm gonna love you. But there's not just swimming at the Lido, there's romance too. These two met here more than a decade ago.
We still swim, I get in before him, and when we pass each other, I still say, good morning, Mr. Roberts. Good morning, Miss Reynolds.
The water might not warm you up, but the mood and the stories most certainly will.
Do you know what? For a minute, I didn't expect that you were actually going to get in it. How did it feel?
Absolutely freezing. I thought my hand was like in a like a bucket of ice. It was just by the end. I'm a bit of a cop out though because I went in my wetsuit.
Yeah, but it's also understandable. But was it euphoric when you came out?
Yeah, I think I'd say probably would have been more euphoric if I'd gone in my swimming costume. I will do that next time. Although I do have to work on my entering water faces. I don't think that'll hit it, will it? Right, here we go. Here's the forecast. Nice face. Here we go. Hello again. I hope you had a good day. Really cold start in Bushy Park. I wouldn't fancy being on that bike. Anyway, it's going to be cold and frosty again tonight and into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, some lovely winter sunshine for you to enjoy. It is going to be, though, a chilly week until we get to the weekend when we see a bit of a change.
Now, weather in a moment, and it is going to be a very cold week ahead. There's already been snow in several parts of the UK thanks to bitterly cold winds from the Arctic. Nearly 200 schools across northern Scotland closed today, including many on the Shetland Islands here. And there were also flurries, snow flurries in Northern Ireland, like here in County Antrim. The Met Office has warned that the weather could cause travel disruption or power cuts. Well, with more on the weather, here's Ben Rich.
Yes, thank you very much, Sophie. There is the Arctic air that you were talking about, surging its way down from the north. We are all really stuck in the deep freeze now. And in those northerly winds today, we've seen some snow showers. Those snow showers here on our radar picture, particularly affecting parts of northern Scotland, some into Northern Ireland, as we saw with Sophie there, and some running down the east coast of England.
Hi, Riz, thank you. Yes, well, Blue Monday, so-called Blue Monday for many, but will we have a White Wednesday? More about that in just a moment. It's certainly chilly. A lot of blue skies over the capital today. This was a scene in Kingston. But yes, it's cold, isn't it? Remaining cold for Thursday. We've got high pressure very much in charge. So little variation in conditions for Thursday and Friday. Cold and sunny, but for the weekend, turning wetter, milder and also windier.
Hello there. Over the last day or two, we have seen some problems due to snowfall across northern areas of Scotland, but worse could be around the corner. I think for Tuesday, the threat of disruptive snow in Scotland becomes much more widespread. That means the most disruptive weather will be, again, across more northern portions of the UK. Another 5 to as much as 20 centimetres of snow piling in across northern Scotland, still with strong winds causing that snow to blow and drift around as well. Similar weather on the cards for Thursday, but eventually we do get out of the freezer. This weekend sees a return of wet and windy weather.
Now, I'm thinking Milk Tray Man, but your mum thinks 007. What do you reckon?
007. I'm just dressing for the kind of weather that we've got at the moment because, boy, is it going to be cold as we head through the next few days. As you know, we've already got snow in the forecast. In fact, take a look at these pictures. This was Aberdeenshire earlier today. In fact, across parts of Scotland, many areas have seen around 2 to 6 centimetres, but Aberdeen Airport recorded 15 centimetres. And we're going to see those accumulations building as we head through the next few days. And we'll talk more in detail about this when I show you the warnings in just a second. But of course, lots of fun to be had. In fact, it's quite good news for the ski resorts in Scotland because they could end up with maybe a foot of snow in some places. But let's take a look at the snow scenarios as we head through the next couple of days. And this is where we're expecting the snow risk to be tomorrow. But as we fast forward to Wednesday, this area does grow a little bit and changes in shape. In fact, it comes further south into parts of Wales as well. And we also have a snow risk. And remember last week I was talking about perhaps a significant snow event across the south. Well, now it looks as though that low pressure is going to stay to the south. So it'll be the south coast that maybe skims along with a bit of snow here and there. No warnings there, but we do have some warnings in place over the next couple of days. In fact, we've got warnings right the way through to Thursday. But I want to show you the ones that are in place at the moment. And they are across parts parts of Northern Ireland, much of Scotland, as you can see. And we also had a warning for East Anglia for snow and ice throughout today. That's in place until midnight tonight. Fast forward to the next day, and as you can see on Tuesday, we're going to see that area grow, kind of coincides with the snow which is coming in. So we've got snow and ice also for Northern Ireland. And of course, we'll keep you updated on all of this as we head through the next few days. Of course, it will bring a number of hazards, not to mention some health hazards as well. Could make it quite tricky if you are looking for help in the community. So perhaps check on a neighbour. As for the forecast, let's take a look right now. Well, as we head through the next couple of days, it is going to be very cold, as I was just saying. Severe nighttime frosts with that snow and ice as well. So it's going to be quite slippery in a number of places as we head through. Yeah, so that's the way it's looking tonight. As I say, lots of warnings over the next few days. They may be updated. Keep a close eye on the weather so that we can actually try and keep ourselves safe, but also perhaps have some fun in the snow.